Does time really stand still when you least expect it? You be the judge. You want to know what I absolutely love about the sci-fi genre from all those years ago, dating back from the 1940s up into the 1960s period time frame? Is the fact that the sci-fi genre was a lot of fun. Just like with the horror genre, there was space, UFOs, monsters, futuristic time-space continuum, planets, going from Earth to another dimension, explorations, apocalyptic time settings. The sci-fi genre all those years ago was just so creative, so much fun, so much suspense, and great stories and great chemistry with anybody who is in the movie. Now, whenever I put on a sci-fi movie, you see this right here? I got me a little case of popcorn that is obviously still in the cellophane wrapping that I might pop in the microwave later on. But what I like to do is whenever I grab myself a sci-fi movie, whenever I went to Blockbuster and I saw films like, I don't know, Invaders from Mars, It Came from Outer Space, Attack of the Crab Monster, The Man from Planet X, War of the Worlds, The Black Scorpion, The Killer Shrews, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Forbidden Planet, and this one right here, The Day the Earth Stood Still. If I saw those on the Blockbuster shelf, I would grab that, grab myself popcorn, pop in a VCR player, have my popcorn and soda pop ready, and boom, I'd be having myself a nice little movie watch-along event for my own thrills, excitement, and enjoyment. So there you go. But The Day the Earth Stood Still, the reason why I wanted to come back and watch this movie again and give a little talk for you all is because every time whenever I went downtown, I actually happened to see a wall painting of Gort. Because somebody, I don't know where it was, there was a local pizza establishment, I don't know if it's still running, but there was a local pizza establishment that was across the street from the casino. And somebody actually did an entire painting. The wall background was pink, but somebody actually did a whole entire landscape of Gort from The Day the Earth Stood Still. And every time I kept seeing this little painting, I kept saying to myself, I'm gonna go on camera and I'm gonna talk about this movie with everybody. But unfortunately, I never came around to do it because of sheer laziness. Up until now, where I actually got the motivation and said to myself, Gare, I'm gonna fucking do it. I am gonna talk about The Day the Earth Stood Still and give everybody a little bit of a lecture about it. So, what is this absolute phenomenon of a film about? A UFO lands in Washington, D.C. All of a sudden, time stands still. From everywhere around the entire world, internationally, up until the United States, everyone sees what has happened. Now, Klaatu, Michael Rene, comes in peace. He's traveled 250 million light years to visit Earth to bring a message and warning of humanity. As Klaatu is on Earth, he learns human life and begins to adapt and adjust himself, meeting a woman that's absolutely beautiful and her boy. However, his robotic side companion Gort, a lot of people fear that he is a much bigger threat because of his size, the fact he doesn't say anything, the way he walks, and the fact when he lifts up his helmet and starts showing his eyes. Yeah, that's where the threat comes in because of the powers that Gort has. Now, what is the biggest attribute that this movie has that makes it so fucking fantastic? It's not because the fact that within the first 5 minutes the movie kicks in the full gear and you get your plot right then and there. No bullshit, no punches, no nothing. It just goes right into the fucking point of what the movie is going to be about. It gives you its plot, it gives you its setting, and it gives you who your main character is, what his mission is, and who he's about. The serious tone that this movie has is incredible. But it's a dialogue. It's absolutely superb. It's literally relating and describing to not only how modern society is, but the fact that if there was extraterrestrials or a humanoid that was living on another planet learned to adapt, learned the English language, learned how how United States was compiling, let alone how Earth was just building as a whole entire culture internationally or within the United States. The fact that Klaatu had all this knowledge from just doing his own study of how this planet functions is absolutely astronomical, and that's a big word right there. Now, Klaatu's character is a man bringing forth a message, obviously, about explaining to authorities, the government presidency, and so on and so forth, the entire nation, that his reasonings to Earth is that he's expressing to the plan of what is going on in modern society, that either you live in peace and get along, or continue to use violence and hatred that'll get you nowhere, but fathom the altercations of conflict. That really does play into how society is that either you live in peace, you get along, or the more violence that is shed, basically it's going nowhere but just conflict and just rivalries and talk and so on and so forth. And the fact that Klaatu knew exactly what was going on with the planet alone just shows that he's not a stupid human being. He's well educated, he is well spoken, and he presents himself very well. Michael Renee obviously steals the performance. He's absolutely incredible in this movie. Now, Gort, I already said it before that he is an iconic symbol that shows the masterful elements of futuristic, outer dimensions, robotic figure. It's amazing how the citizens fear him, because the thing is that seeing that natural fear, seeing a robotic creation like Gort, it really displays that the humans aren't sure how to react or expect except run and fear for their lives, because they don't know who this guy is. They don't know what his expectations are, let alone what Klaatu was. Now, the entire set with the spaceship, the interior design, the outside, the practical creation for it is incredible. I love the sound effects / the score. It is perfect sci-fi. The tension, the suspense, and fear that is given. Now, as for the overall of what I think about The Day the Earth Stood Still, this movie is just an absolute incredible watch. It's one of my personal favorite films from the sci-fi genre, because not only is it a inspirational film with the speech that Klaatu gives at the end of the entire movie, but the romance element that he has later on, because, you know, in any film, there's always got to be a romance tossing where the girl becomes the, the victim from the robotic or the monster figure in any sci-fi film. But the thing is that this movie just delivers a powerful message. It goes right into the story. It holds no punches at all. It's got fantastic dialogue, great chemistry between every single actor and actress that was given a script to perform in this movie. They fucking delivered. Klaatu learning how human life works on a daily basis and seeing how he's able to adapt and function his ship. This movie is just absolutely incredible of a watch. It's intriguing. It's definitely a perfect popcorn film. It's definitely one of those movies that was ahead of its time and really revolutionized on how not only we're going to look at sci-fi films down the road, but taking films like this as an inspiration and adapting to later on sci-fi movies is just incredible. So overall, as for what I gave The Day the Earth Stood Still a long time ago, I gave it a solid 4 out of 5. The movie itself is just a lot of fun. It is just an incredible, nice watch, and I just really admire the spaceship, the robots, the fact that Klaatu is a incredible figure to look at and study with his presentation, the way he presents himself, the way he's spoken. It's great. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to have to do with my talk on The Day the Earth Stood Still. Let me know down below your thoughts about this movie, and ciao for now.